its goal, is to create a growing continental literary forum that will empower African authors and snare that they benefit and ensure that they benefit rather financially from their craft and skill. Well, that's forum titled Alkebulan Authors Platform, and this forum is also running a competition where an author is set to bag R1 million. To tell us more, we joined in studio by Theologian Dr. Victor Tuwani Phume. Dr. Phume, very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Simpiwe, thank you so much for having me on. Good morning.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Yes. The Alkebulan Authors Platform, the name Alkebulan, if you look at Kemetic history, is the original name for our continent, Africa. And the goal of the Alkebulan Authors Platform is to play a catalytical role in empowering authors in Africa and promoting our authors. I must say to you, Spiwe, our authors in Africa are not selling their products. We have a very serious problem when it comes to that. I mean, there's the saying that says...
When you say they're not selling their products, you mean they find great difficulty in selling by themselves, or even when they partner with the major bookshops?
Even by the major bookshop, it's a problem. We have very few in this continent. Okay. We have very, very few millionaires or authors who have sold books and made millions.
You haven't come across
that's a very serious problem. We need to look into that. So that's why we intend to empower our authors by putting them on television for free. We've got television stations out there who are willing to promote our authors, promote their product. I mean, there's a saying that says business without advertisement is like winking at a girl in the dark. You know what you're doing, and that girl doesn't know what you're doing. We've got so many authors with books out there, and we are accustomed, I'm one of the authors, we are accustomed to giving people books, friends, and people that we don't even know. And they don't read our books.
And they don't read the books.
They don't read the books. And we have prerogatives to produce books, but we cannot reach the ultimate users of the book. So the Alkebulan Authors Platform has precision tools to solve this problem.
Okay.
We came up with the competition, that's the first one. The best author will go home with R1 million.
Sure.
1 million rands. That is before selling their books. Before you sell your book, then you go home with 1 million rand. There's going to be a competition right there. We have seen the advert. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to, you see, minds are programmable, Simpiwe, and a mind can be stretched. A mind stretched by a new idea cannot return to its old dimension. I'm speaking to you right now in English because of authors. And in 1963, there was a book released titled Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
In the 90s, I bought that book. It did not help us. It did not help us here. But we do have very, very gifted authors in this continent who can write better than that.
And speaking of gifted authors, Dr. Phume, I want to pick your brain on this. What's your view with regards to the current status quo in relation to how authors are compensated, especially African authors?
Yeah, I'll tell you, we have authors who are producing their books, the self-producers. And the book will go to the middleman. Okay, and the middleman will say, I need a certain percentage of 45%. You give me the finished product. But as I said, there's a problem of selling our books. So it's a question of programming the mind of the ultimate users. This is what we want to do. We want to see an author, an African author, selling a product, his product to the people, and people having friendly feelings towards our product. It's a question of cultivating that friendly feelings to the ultimate user, to love the products of our authors in Africa. And so that's why we're talking about promoting them on television stations. We've got How TV and Tuwani TV and other stations in Africa, such as Light TV from Ghana. You know, you've got Crown TV from Malawi, Zambia. We came together and agreed that we are going to promote our authors for free.
For free, right?
For free, yes. I mean, to give an author 30 seconds for free on television. I mean, there are times when the whole day you're playing your television, but you're not playing an ad.
What's the criteria, though? What's the selection
the criteria for entering the competition?
Yeah, and for ultimately winning the prize.
Yeah, okay, they have to be members of the Alkebulan Authors Platform, and they just log on to www.alkebulan.co.za. The whole information is there.
Okay.
So if they just log there, or they could call 083 347 0909. I'll repeat it, 083 347 0909, and then they'll get the whole information as to how to become a member of the Alkebulan Authors Platform and how to enter the competition.
Right, right. So who are you targeting? The fiction authors, the biopics?
All genres. All genres. Yeah,
okay.
all genres. All genres.
Okay,
Yeah.
because one may argue that why such a big prize when there's such a huge pool of authors, and I would imagine thousands and thousands of authors would be entering for this. Are there any consolation prizes, perhaps?
There's going to be consolation prizes.
Okay,
yeah, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to divulge everything right here,
yes,
because I know you're going to call me again. Well, the prize is to, as I said, we have very few millionaires in this continent, authors who are millionaires. So we want to raise millionaires.
Yes.
We want authors to be millionaires. Authors are of preeminence, importance in our society, in education, in all spheres of life.
And
authors,
what do you think?
I think we have ostracized them.
What would it take for authors to start selling their books right now and be millionaires?
It's a question of cultivating that friendly feelings, as I said.
Right.
It's the customer that makes a decision, the ultimate user of the product.
Yes.
But we have to make the customer to have friendly feelings. We've got very good authors in this continent, I must say that. But their books are not known. If I don't know your product, how am I going to buy it? That's why I said business without advertisement is like winking at a girl in the dark.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing, and that girl does not know what you're doing. But if you can start by advertising, if you here in Morning Live, you can start giving our authors just 30 seconds, free. You're not going to lose anything. It's simple. Just 30 seconds for authors. You're talking to me because of authors. You are here talking to me in English because of authors. You went to school and read books that authors wrote. So why do we ostracize with? Why can't we just give them something?
And why do you think authors, especially African authors, are losing their literary and intellectual heritage?
You see, you're saying that because you have not yet read most of our books. I don't think we are losing that. But if you can read our books, if you can know about the content that we have, then you'll see that we're not losing that. It's just that our authors are not known. Their books are not known. How many authors do we have in this continent? We've got millions of authors in this continent that are not known. But it's a question of reading their books. Yeah, knowing what is in their books. So it's very important for you to know about my book. I've got to advertise my book, because there's a book that I've written called Is God a White Man? I talk about the presence of black people in the Bible there. I talk about white exegetes, European exegetes depicting God as a white person, Adam and Eve as white people. That is completely out of kilter. And you haven't read my books, P. I've got a copy for you anyway.
Great stuff. Dr. Phume, great chatting to you. And, I must tell you that at Morning Live, we do give a platform, a free platform to all the authors out there every single weekend. So this will come in very handy for the authors and aspiring authors to take part in this competition. Great chatting to you, Dr. Phume. Thank you. That is Theologian Dr. Victor Tuwani Phume speaking to us about Alkebulan Authors Platform, which empowers African authors and ensures that they financially benefit from their craft and skill.